are live. Welcome to this Livecast. Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. And hello, Facebook.
Hello, everyone.
There's a lot of us up there in front of us. All right, as people are joining in, thank you for hopping on tonight. We want you to be a part of this and join in the comments. So we have a really fun, I don't know if fun is the right word, but we have a topic tonight that is probably going to get some people thinking and talking. And we're going to be talking about marriage and menopause.
Yikes.
Now, we're not doctors or psychologists or anything. So if you aren't sure what any of these things mean, you probably aren't old enough to be watching this. But it is G-rated. PG. It's PG rated.
PG.
So we're going to be talking about how menopause and perimenopause affect marriage, our marriage in general, right?
Yes.
And there is a little funny twist on this, so there will definitely be humor involved. But let's just start by you telling everybody your definition of menopause or perimenopause. Do you know what perimenopause is?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, hey Damon.
Laura calls it, what did you say, menopause?
Menopause, that's what it's called.
I call it menopause. Mean-opause. Because she be mean.
Okay, that's unfair.
So I guess my definition of menopause for you would be just a time in our life where sometimes niceness leaves for no reason. You're very, her temperature changes.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't mean like daily, I mean minutely. Minutely. She's freezing cold or hot at any given point, and it's my job to figure out what it is.
That is true.
And to fix it. So at any point during the day, our thermostat, she could have it set to 75 or 55. It just depends on what kind of mood she's in. It's mood swings for absolutely no reason.
This is long.
These are all true. They're mood swings for no reason. And she could go from mean to super nice and loving, and again, by the minute. So that's my definition. You basically never, if your wife is in menopause or whatever that is.
That's the years leading up to it.
Guys, just expect the unexpected.
Basically, women over 40, that's who perimenopause begins to affect. Okay, well, yours was long, but I would like...
I probably left some stuff out, too.
...to bring another aspect of this to the table.
Uh-oh.
And I think it's pretty interesting. And I like to call it manopause.
Oh, you have your own thing.
M-A-N-opause. And that is what has happened to my husband.
That sounds made up.
After he turned 50. So for him, it happened a little bit later.
So you got 10 extra good years out of me. That's what she's saying, basically.
But I have a definition. But before I read the definition, I have a girlfriend, and we talk about things, with our husbands. And what we say is, that's such an old man thing to do. And I have noticed Woody has started to have old man habits.
What?
And so this is my definition.
I want to show everybody, look what Laura has for me. Boom. A note card with some notes. Check it out.
All right.
I'm holding the note card tonight.
This is the definition of menopause. Hey, Joel. The life phase for men marked by sudden devotion to comfort, think clothing, like hoodies, the development of new strange habits, like obsessing about weather, falling asleep anywhere when he sits down, and possibly grunting every time he moves. Okay, I might do that sometimes too.
Yeah, you might suffer from that too.
He also has the unshakable belief that nothing has changed despite evidence to the contrary.
Evidence.
That is my definition of menopause.
Well,
Now you can say that you don't
You
believe
had
that
time
this
to
is
prepare
real.
all that, and mine just came straight from the heart. So
Okay.
that's just how I feel.
All right. Did you have some questions?
Yes, I have some questions.
Well, let's move on.
Let's move on. Moving along. Let's see. All right, so these are questions that I'm going to ask her, but you guys, if you're watching with your spouse or your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, that you can ask them and see what your answers are. So, what's harder? Menopause or being married to me during menopause? So you can ask your spouse that.
Okay. Well, it definitely depends on the day.
Because like I said, it changes.
No, for him.
Oh, me?
Some days, I'd rather have menopause. I'm kidding. Actually, he has been very easy to get along with when it comes
I've never heard
to
her say that.
menopause. I don't say that much. So,
See, I tell you guys the truth. I'll tell you the truth.
Woody will tell you he has never been somebody that you would call easygoing. That is just not the words that come to mind.
You said I'm not easygoing?
That's not like something that comes top of mind when I think of you. I mean, I'm not saying that you always go against the grain, but easygoing is just not something that I think about when I think of you. Your face is not next to that word in the dictionary. But I would say in general, I would choose being married to you over menopause.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I choose being married to you too.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
you are married to me and I have menopause, so.
I'm stuck. Not going anywhere.
Okay.
Number 2, what is your ideal thermostat temperature in your house?
Oh, I like this one. Okay. I would say definitely 68 or under.
If you guys have an answer, put it in the chat. I want to see what you guys have to say.
What is your thermostat on right
Yes,
now?
in the winter, like right now, it's cold outside. I don't know what it is, 35. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's cold. What is your
Everybody's
thermostat on right
house, though, is different. So
Yeah,
I
but-
could go into somebody's
now?
house.
But 70 is 70.
Yeah, but some people keep it on 70 and like you walk in and you're like, oh, this feels nice. But if our house is on 70, I am like roasting.
Roasting.
72,
72.
Mandy
Says 72.
Okay, Mandy, I'm not coming to spend the night at your house because that sounds hot to me.
Mandy, you be sweating.
All right, Damon says it's 28 where he's at, and
That's
his
awesome.
is always on 68. Damon, I could stay with you. I could come to your house and spend the night. With Woody, of course.
Leave the door locked. We'll be there. That sounds great.
Yeah, I like it to be cool no matter what time of year it is. And he has suddenly become the guy that is always wrapped in a blanket no matter what time of year it is. And I feel
What?
yeah.
What time of year it is?
Yeah, in the summertime you'd be like, you're freezing me out.
That's not true. That's not true.
Well, I know for a fact that this topic resonates with our audience because you posted a reel about a year ago. Actually, it was a year ago because it was Christmas. And you were wrapped in a blanket talking about how this is how you look now because your wife was in menopause or something.
Yes.
And it went viral because I guess every other man felt like they could relate.
I'll just be honest. I feel like you've been in menopause for a long time.
Well, I did have a hysterectomy early on in life, but
Long
that's a
time.
little
Like
TMI.
hers started at probably 25.
Oh, shut up. It did not.
26, 25,
It was
26.
definitely my late 30s, but anyways. Okay, so who is fighting a thermostat war at your house? I need to know. If you are fighting with your spouse over the thermostat, drop it in the comments. Also, if you sleep with a fan year round.
Hold on a minute. You have to explain this. Like Laura will say, I'm so hot. And then she'll like cut the air down, and then I'll cut it down. And then I'll look over and she has the covers up to her eyes where her nose is frozen. And she's like, I'm so cold. Where's my socks? So she'll have on socks and her nose covered up because her nose is cold, but she'll be complaining about how hot she is. That is true. That's a fact. And if y'all don't believe it, I'm going to video it next time she does it.
Okay.
And I'll be like, see, proof.
All
Is that
right.
true or not?
I don't know. Maybe. If you sleep with a fan year round, I want to know about it. Drop it in the comments. Hey, Alyssa. Hey, Reagan. I can't see that one. It's far away. All right.
Fans. We have a fan.
We do have a fan, and it does.
It's always on.
It is always on. Yeah. And I really need to get a new oscillating fan to put by my side of the bed. I think that might answer some of our problems. So maybe that is something you can do. All right, continue on with your questions.
All right, let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Ooh, this is a good one. Is menopause a phase? Or is it a surprise personality upgrade or downgrade?
It's definitely a phase. It's definitely a phase.
All right, well, that's part one of the question. Is menopause a phase?
If you are over 60,
well, that leads to my next. That was A of the question.
Over 50. I want to know if this is a phase. Does it go away?
So here's part B. So part A is menopause a phase? Part B is there a particular age that men, have to look forward to when this craziness ends? So can I be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to turn 50 or 55 or whatever. Like, I can't wait. Just give me something to look forward to. Guys, we need goals.
Okay.
That's our goal. Like, I'm just going to.
Well, I can't help you because I'm 47. Woody is 51. And we are smack dab in the middle of menopause and manopause.
Menopause.
Okay. You can call it whatever you want. Loretta says she sleeps with a fan year round. So we're the same. Okay, yeah, I would say it's a phase. From my personal research, I feel like things are going to get better.
But phases, when I think of a phase, I think of it like...
No, this is like a 10-year phase.
Oh, that's not a phase. That's a lifestyle change. A phase is like, when your kid's bad for a little while. And they're like, they'll grow out of it. I just want to be able to say, like, Laura's going to grow out of it.
I'll grow out of it eventually.
But I don't know what... That's what I want to know. Like, what age are you going to grow out of?
Well, and just when us as females begin to grow out of menopause, that's just when our mates have gotten used to it. So then you have to relearn the new us. It's basically, so I would say that 99% of marriage is just about compromise, patience, and learning to deal with each other's faults, because we all have them, right? So the more patient you are with your mate, the easier your life is going to be. Right?
Yes, lots of patience.
Menopause or not.
Lots of patience.
All right. Do you have any more questions for me? Because I have some for you.
I have one last question.
Okay, I'm ready. Hey, Andy.
What exactly can I do, or what can guys do to make menopause better for you?
Well, that's very sweet of you.
I'm that guy.
And if you guys have any ideas, please drop them in the comments.
What can guys do basically to make your life better while you suffer through this terrible transition?
Oh, well, hold on. Let me get out my list. I'm just kidding. But I do have some.
Because we want to know. Like, it's literally like, because there's been times where we'll wake up and Laura just be mean. And I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what happened?
Okay.
And she'll say,
this is like a good opportunity.
She'll say it's my hormones. And I'm just like, I don't understand.
This is a really good opportunity for us ladies to really talk about what could make this better.
All right, fellas, we're going to the bathroom now. We'll be back.
No, you're going to listen. So one would be allowing us to have the thermostat where we want it. This is huge for me because I am already like a hot-blooded person. But we have those digital thermostats. And if I could tell you a time that I got really mad recently, like in the last 6 months, because of something menopause related, I will tell you what it is.
I know what it is.
The digital thermostat.
I love that
you
thing.
can, set it on and operate it from your phone. So in the summer, obviously, I know it's costly when we crank it down, but hello, I have to be able to function. And when I work at home and I'm moving around doing a lot of stuff, sometimes I get really hot. And he several times has locked the thermostat. Locked it from his phone with a code that I didn't know so that I couldn't turn it down anymore.
Like she couldn't turn it down below like 67 is what she's trying to say.
No,
yes.
It was like higher than that. Let me tell you, I came unglued. Like rage filled me. And I'm not even somebody that gets mad like that, but when I get hot, like hot, flashy hot, it just
Mean
brings
hot.
on a level of irritation that I can't even explain.
It's like Satan hot.
And he wasn't home, but I am calling him.
I remember that call.
And texting him, and he wasn't answering or something. And I am like, turn that down or unlock it now, or like you're not going to have a home to come home to. I was so mad.
All over a thermostat.
All over a thermostat. So that is the last problem that we've had related to menopause that I can
Funny
think
thing
of.
is, I don't think I've locked it since then.
Yeah, he learned his lesson. Okay, so I would say, keeping the thermostat, back to our question
Yes.
of what
What
could
can we do?
men do to make menopause better for women, I would definitely say the thermostat, allowing us to kind of have some leeway there. Another problem that I have as a woman, and I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but I have definitely found that I am a lot more tired than I used to be. Like, fatigue has probably been, and I'm on vitamins and all the things. I mean, I probably could eat a little bit better, but the fatigue is something that has definitely been life altering for me.
I would like to say something. I would disagree.
Really?
I think that you've been more wide open lately, like at least like the last year.
What?
She's wide open. You're wide open.
Well, maybe that's why I'm so tired. But I will
She's
say,
wide open.
he does things around the house that he didn't used to do, and he actually will cook a lot of nights when I don't want to cook.
I like to cook.
And that has just been the most helpful thing ever. I will tell you
welcome.
that. So guys, if you don't cook for your wives ever, you might want to start, because that has been something that has taken a huge load off me. And I mean, we do stuff together, but there have been several nights that he will cook dinner, and it has been, thank you. That means more to me than probably
welcome.
what you know, because
You're
the older I've gotten, the less I want to cook.
I cooked tonight.
Yeah, he did. He put it in the Instant
Put it
Pot.
in
But
Instant Pot
hey,
and
I
made a
don't care.
roast. Yum.
So helping out around the house, especially if your partner is dealing with fatigue, long days, all that stuff. Those would be the two things I could think of.
So thermostat and cooking.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's not going to do it.
What else is there?
Do you guys, anybody in the chat, do you have any ideas? Like, what are you doing? What are you fellas doing to help get you through this?
Okay, well,
point
I
in
have
your
one
life?
more.
Oh, you have another one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have one more. Well, I mean, I'm going to take the opportunity that you gave me to
I
have
just
the
feel like
floor.
menopause might be a reason for you ladies to get us to do things and blaming it on menopause. Like, you'll start crying or something for no reason, and you're like, I didn't want you to do that.
I don't really cry. I just get aggravated. And I think that when that happens, if you can kind of just take a step back and just kind of, give me some space and like not be like, what's your problem? That's like instigating to me. So if you can just be like, okay, you have your moment, you be aggravated and give me some space. I think that is also really helpful. That's helpful no matter what, because women are hormonal all throughout life. So even if
Amen.
Menopause doesn't resonate with you, there are certain times of the month that all of these this advice could help you out. So, all right.
Certain times of the month.
I have a couple of questions for you.
Oh, goodness. I'm a little nervous.
If you're just joining, we are talking about menopause in marriage and hey, Emily, menopause
Menopause.
versus menopause. That's what Woody calls it. Okay. What is one thing I do as a result of a menopause symptom that you know better than to mess with or comment on? We might have already covered that.
I think the thermostat's a good one.
Let me
we won't bring up weight because that might get me punched.
You do good with that. You don't ever. He's very complimentary. Like, we all go through. I'm a fluctuator, and we all go through those seasons where or days that we're just not feeling it. And he is very complimentary, and he always I feel confident that he's okay even on those bad days.
Laura likes to take on lots of responsibilities at once.
I do.
She wears many hats every day. And sometimes I'm just like, don't put so many hats on.
Okay. Is that your
What
advice?
you're doing is good. Just just everything is not so important today.
Okay, so Woody's advice to females dealing with menopause symptoms or
Take some stuff
hormonal
off your
symptoms.
plate. That's what I say.
But we need a mate to pick up our slack. And I think that's what I was saying that you've done for me. But not all men know to do that or will do that or even are able to do that. So,
So
men,
basically, we have to step up, or
fellas that are out there, you need to be picking up the slack for your ladies. It'll help you out.
But don't worry, it only lasts like 10 or 15 years.
Okay. And all right, last question. This is silly. We've kind of already talked about it, but if we had to explain, or if you had to explain menopause to aliens, what would you tell them?
What? What kind of question is that?
I don't know.
I don't speak alien.
Okay, we'll skip that one. But if you are just joining, I'm going to read my definition of menopause for you once again, because it's a good one. A life phase for men marked by sudden devotion to comfort, the development of new strange habits, and also having the unshakable belief that nothing has changed despite evidence to the contrary. All right, I have a few examples of this if you're like, what? Woody definitely will fall asleep. He says he's praying, but
I pray a lot.
if he sits down, like within 5 minutes, he's like, ugh. It doesn't matter where you are, he falls asleep. Okay, so that's new. He does this thing where when he wakes up in the morning, this is such a dad thing to do, or like an old man trait. He goes to the window and he just looks out the window. He looks at the yard. He just stands there and stares. And I mean, I just look at this and laugh because I'm thinking, what are you looking at? Like, come on, chop.
I'm thanking Jesus for the beautiful day.
All right, I'll take that. But it's such an old man thing to do, just to like, and I'm not calling you old.
Look outside.
It's just, like, he just stands there, just.
It just looks peaceful out there.
Yeah. Okay, what's another thing you do? Oh, he, like, has no desire. You've seen the reels and the memes about men not matching your wife's vibe, like, with clothing. He has no desire to really wear anything but a hoodie. Like, comfort
I love a hoodie.
First and foremost in his life. And I can relate to that to some degree because I do like to be comfortable, but I mean, obviously.
Hoodies are the most comfortable. And sometimes when we take Daisy for a walk, if it's cold out, I'll have a hoodie on and I'll put on another hoodie on top of it as my jacket. I love hoodies. This
is kind of his uniform, and I will give you ladies a little hint. If that's something that bothered you, just let it go. I don't even care what he wears anymore. He doesn't match my vibe most of the time, and it's totally
This
okay.
is my date night clothes. This is my church clothes. This is my funeral clothes.
Yeah, life got a lot easier when I stopped caring what my family
There's
wore.
more important things to worry about and care about than that. So let that one go.
It's true.
Care less about what your husband has on.
Care less.
Care less.
Yeah, there are some
Care less
things,
about everything.
A double hoodie, Woody. Yes, he wears literally a double hoodie.
I will make sure I get a picture of that.
It's so ridiculous, but I care less, or at least I'm working on caring less. All right, what's something? Oh, he's very particular, and this kind of has been a lifelong thing, but it's gotten worse. He's very particular about, like, touching his stuff. And by stuff, I mean his junk, like his mess. And I know he doesn't like it when I call his stuff junk, but, like, for instance, what is on his nightstand? I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. He doesn't like it if it gets touched. So if I'm, like, cleaning up and I put some things in a drawer, he's like, where's my stuff? Mm-hmm. And it'll be like, stuff that I would put away, but he wants it, like, all laid out and, like, tangible at all times.
Have y'all seen that little video, like, it's on social media, where it's like the husband and wife have their kitchen sink and the wife goes into films and there's, like, the guy's left his toothbrush on the counter and the lady's like, I'm so sick of this messy, ladies. I can't stand it. He's got to clean up. And then they pan over to her side and there's tons and tons of junk everywhere.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's Laura. Laura has her own bedside table, but she always feels like she has to come over and do something with mine. But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. She loses stuff. She puts things away.
Don't lose anything.
She loses lots of stuff. She puts things away somewhere, and then she'll deny doing it. So it's not that she just moves it or puts it away. She loses the item. So like if I put something on the table, I'll come back like an hour later and it's gone. And she'll swear up and down she didn't touch it, didn't move it. That. And I'm like, well, I put it right here. I know it was here. She's like, I didn't touch it. And then later I'll find it somewhere and she'll be like, oh yeah, I did do that.
Okay.
And I'm like, so memory loss is something that women suffer during menopause.
That is probably true. But in retaliation, I would like to say this is probably a female / like mom trait, is that we do things so like robotically almost that you don't realize you're doing it. And I think that's how I do with cleanup. I can't stand clutter. I think everybody can tell that now from this conversation, but I can't stand clutter. So I'm constantly just like picking things up and putting it away. And I do it without even thinking about it because it's so like robotic. Is that a way to describe that?
Sure.
And so I will have moved things and I don't remember it. And then when they show it to me or find it, I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember touching that. So I do that sometimes.
Lots of times.
Okay.
Lots of times.
I'm so sorry. Okay. You also have, I was trying to think if there was anything else. You also have like a specific spot on the couch. We don't have recliners like some people do.
Doesn't everybody?
Much to
Doesn't every guy have a spot he sits on the couch or in a chair?
Yeah, but like he'll make us move if we're sitting in his spot.
That's because it's my spot, like you just said. I'm sitting in his spot.
Okay. I guess I kind of like my spot too. Basically.
I don't tell you to switch sides in the bed. That's your spot.
Basically, a lot of these things have less to do with menopause and menopause and more to do with just getting older and kind of getting set in your ways. I think that is probably safe to say. But as we round this down, here's kind of a question for the audience. What is worse, menopause for females or menopause that men struggle with? Well, I think that's a no-brainer because yours is not medically...
I think ours is harder. Because if you're saying that I'm going through changes and I have to put up with yours. So that's hard. That's harder.
I have to put up with you in your old man ways.
Yeah, but you have a lot more things going on than I do.
What do you mean?
Like...
Oh, problems?
Yeah,
I have a lot more problems
that you got to deal with. You might not like how I put something up or where I sit, but you got hormonal issues.
All right, well, this is what I'm going to say. Megan says menopause is definitely worse. I think
that's right. I agree.
Living, experiencing menopause is definitely worse, but living with a man who has menopause is worse to live with. Does that make sense?
100% disagree. And so does every other dude in here.
Well, this podcast is all about healthy discussions and healthy disagreements, which you will find we often end discussions with I agree to disagree because we do not always see eye to eye on everything. And I think that's totally okay.
I'll basically just quit caring.
I think that is a mature marriage is you've kind of learned to live with the disagreements and
you just say whatever and just move on. Who cares?
Megan Hutchins said that her husband Caleb said you don't have to live with yourself.
Yes, Caleb. Yes. Spot on answer.
All right. So what is the answer to other men and women who are struggling through these things we've discussed tonight?
Everything we said. They should have been listening to the podcast.
Go back and listen.
Yeah.
But what's like the overall thing that we would tell people?
Care less.
Okay,
Care
that was
less.
not in our notes.
Care less.
But there's definitely some truth to that statement. I
things
would say
things that were important before aren't as important now. They're just not that big of a deal. They're not worth an
but
argument.
it doesn't mean, don't mistake that with paying less attention to your spouse. It's not about like, I don't care anymore, so you do your thing.
Yeah.
It just means you don't let things bother you
like
that
you
you
used
once
to.
did.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's not a big
So
deal.
to me, that means patience. And I would say that is probably the biggest thing, is having patience for your spouse and not letting it bother you when they do annoying things like wake you up at 12:30 at night crunching on a peppermint candy in the bed next to you.
I forgave you for that. That was me.
You just gotta, let that one slide. And get blankets for your spouse if you're gonna want to turn the thermostat down. And I think the number one thing for us has always, on a serious note, has always been humor.
Yes, laugh.
And we end almost every disagreement by laughing. And I mean, we talk about it. I'm not saying you just, laugh and don't discuss the issue, but we'll have our discussion and agree to disagree many times. And then he'll make me laugh usually. And humor is just kind of what's gotten us through.
No silent treatments.
Yeah.
We don't do silent treatments. I think we used to do that a long time ago. Yeah, together we did it.
No, the silent treatment was all you. But that is a discussion for another
Ooh,
time.
that sounds like another podcast, the silent treatment.
Guys,
don't do it.
Please follow us on our accounts at Married to My BFF podcast. And again, if you are watching this, the replay will be available wherever you listen to podcasts. But thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
See y'all then. Bye, y'all.